What's up, Ship Squad?
Hey,
How's everybody doing?
real good.
Good.
Just good?
Wonderful.
Look who's back. Look who's back. Look who's
Fabulous.
back.
Fantastic.
You were missed, my love.
I
How was
miss
your
She's
trip?
back. I miss
How was your
y'all.
trip?
Glad to see you back, superstar. Thank you so much for visiting the little people. Thank you.
Anyway, I had a wonderful time in Savannah. The shoot went
She went
well. We were
bowling.
treated like royalty. I had so much fun.
That's good. That's good. Oh, well, you were
Wow.
missed. Okay. Dr. Hosea, how was your week?
That's
How was your week, Doctor? Dr. Hosea.
wonderful, busy as always, as usual. It was great. It was fun.
Fun, busy fun.
It was busy. Did I mention it was busy?
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. All right. Okay, Pastor Arce.
What's up, y'all? Good to see you guys. It was busy, productive. It was productive though.
Okay, so you accomplished some stuff.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Out eating bonbons this week. This week you actually did something. I'm just joking. All right, guys. All right. Guys,
Hold on. Hey, Z, hold on. How was your week, Z?
It was busy.
Never mind. Go ahead.
That's an inside joke, y'all. Anyway, guys, I keep forgetting to tell you guys you have got to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Butterflies Entertainment, because eventually that is where you're going to find our show. And also get these letters into us for Message in the Bottle. And also, guys, for the dates. Kevin is lining them up now. So for you ladies out there, he ain't going to be out there for much longer. So, guys, go ahead and fill out the query form. I can send it to you. You email me at zandraswilson@yahoo.com. It's also on our YouTube page in the information section. You go in there, take you a couple of minutes and fill it out. Let us know how we can help you, or if you are interested in being on the show in any way, or if you want to participate in the dates, or come on for a live Message in the Bottle. We want to have you guys here. So I keep forgetting to announce that. So forgive me. So I wanted to make sure I started the show off by saying that. But our show today is about dating. So this whole season is really about dating, the proper way to date, how to have fun. It shouldn't be pressure and all that kind of stuff. So each of us have some do's and don'ts of the proper way of dating. And so I'm so interested. None of us know what's on each other's list.
Right.
I'm gonna go last because I know they're gonna tear me up, down, sideways. So I'm just gonna be last. I'm going last. I want to start. I'm gonna start with you, Rick.
With me?
With you. I gotta see what's on this list with do's and don'ts.
No. My list is gonna be simple. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. Let's start off with my list. Let's start off with the do's. The first one I have, and y'all forgive me, I'm editing something over here. Here we go. This is for some Christians. If someone you have a strong attraction for, or vice versa, invites you on an evening event, you got to make it a group thing. Now, why am I saying that? Rick, no, I don't do that. No, listen. Because within this, we were talking about this earlier. There's some folk believe in the Christian community that you should have sex at any time before marriage. There are people who believe that.
That's true.
And I'm saying that you should not participate in that. I know you just easily said and done all that. I get it. But let me tell you, when you go out in a group setting, you won't have that issue. That's pretty much the do.
If you have self-control, if you have strong feelings for someone, what if you just got some? Yeah, but that don't mean you're
attraction.
In the bed.
Attraction. It starts with attraction. If you know that you can't control yourself,
you ain't gonna end up in the bed either.
True. So, yeah, you got to, put that on lock. And my word to you is get it in a group setting. Make it a group thing. And that's just my first advice that you want to take out the box. Number two,
guys,
when I don't have many.
No, we're going to critique this. Do we agree
Go
or
ahead.
do everybody agree or disagree?
So I understand what Pastor Rick is saying. I think it's case by case subjective because you could have tickets to the NAACP Image Awards or some evening thing, that may be your first or one of the early times that you're going out with that person. So it'll be a public setting, but it's just the two of you. I think you really want to avoid, I'll cook you dinner, unless you're cooking me dinner in Ralph's or at a restaurant.
Right.
I don't need to come to your crib so you can play Chef Boyardee and then I end up at the altar repenting. Like, just think.
Or you become the main dish. I know what you mean. You're absolutely right.
Hey.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
So do you agree, Zandra?
I agree with what Janine said is perfect. She nailed it down. I think it's case by case. I totally understand what you're saying, though.
It's case by case.
I completely get it. I completely get it. And if it is a situation where you should not put yourself in a situation. Netflix.
That's your weakness. In all sincerity, if that's a weakness that you have, ladies and gentlemen, just know your issues, know your struggles.
Right.
Know your struggles, and there's nothing wrong.
Don't set yourself up.
Right. Don't set yourself up. And all of a sudden you mad at him because you invited him over to your club. He got past your bouncers. He shoots up your club. And 9 months later, you're suing him because he shot up your club and he did all the work.
Or like Joseph, you got to leave your coat behind and run down the 405.
You just run down the 405 naked.
Don't
shot up your club.
Naked. Handle your business. All right, number 2. Ladies, this is for you.
Oh my gosh.
Allow him to pursue you.
Oh yeah.
Remember, a real man will.
Yeah.
Allow him to pursue you.
That's a big one. A lot of women don't agree with that. A lot of women don't agree with that.
Let's be clear about this.
Go ahead.
Let's be clear about this. When we talk about pretty much someone pursuing you and so forth, that doesn't mean you don't make yourself available.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with asking a man out, hey, let's go grab some coffee.
Right.
Walk in the park. Make sure it's real lit because you don't know this brother.
Right.
And you're around other people. But in all sincerity, you have to make yourself available. But the man does the chasing. You chase nobody. I'm telling you, my wife agrees here. And that's
what Rick is.
That's a huge thing.
Why is it a huge thing, Sandra?
What Rick is saying is simply put, don't.
Oh, we missed it.
We lost your audio, Pastor. Say it again. We lost your audio.
Hey, Hosea.
Yeah, say it again.
Somehow it's coming in and out.
It's like delayed or something.
I'm going in and out.
Yes,
now
sir.
You're better. Okay.
Am I in and out now?
No, you're good.
We hear you now.
What Rick is saying is don't be thirsty.
There you go. You know what's funny? I had one of those points in here, but I took it out. Yeah, that's good, Hosea. Don't be thirsty. Don't.
The reason why I say this is a really big thing is it's almost 50-50 where you got a lot of men who are like, you need to shoot your shot. So the women, it's like they don't know what shooting their shot is, which is what I think what you said, like, you want to go out and grab a cup of coffee or whatever, but a lot of women are actively chasing men down, like doing all the calling, just doing all the work, really.
Yeah.
And they think it's okay. Like they don't, and the men are
and that's real men don't like. I'm telling you what I know. Real men do not like that.
But Rick, don't people get mad? Don't men get mad when you use the term real men? Because that was another argument.
They should get mad. You know why?
Why?
Yeah, it should get mad. You know why? Because it puts a standard.
Right.
It's an accountability. It shows them pretty much how to go about this thing right. Because I say this, particularly ladies, understand how you catch them is how you have to keep them. If you're chasing him, you're going to chase him for the rest of the marriage. I've seen it over and over.
I agree with that.
He is supposed to pursue you. I know it's old fashioned. That's old. That's Old Testament. That's whatever. That's Bible, whatever. I can give a dead fig tree what you think. I am telling you, he has to chase you.
But Rick, isn't there a difference between chasing?
Wait, what, Sandra?
Rick, you give a what?
I could give
You give a what?
A dead fig tree.
I said, isn't there a difference?
You know which one I'm talking about.
A difference between
that's the inside joke.
That was fun.
What's that?
Isn't there a difference between chase and pursue? And then what does pursuing look like from the man?
Pursuing for the man.
You're chasing somebody that indicates that the person is running from you.
Chasing, the fact of the matter is, and let me be real here. The chasing part, ladies, is not making it easy for the man. Don't put it all out there. Give him some imagination. And I said, pretty much, you hear, save some for the imagination. The old school used to say to the ladies, don't wear this or don't wear that to the young ladies.
Right.
Because you want to leave some to the imagination. I'm telling you, if the reason why a lot of men stop chasing is because they're playing way hard to get. That's a different thing. But making yourself available in a convenience, but not sit there and look desperate, going back to thirsty. That, you pretty much, you're putting yourself out there just way too soon. You're doing too much. You're the one calling him all the time.
Yeah.
Seriously, if he wants you, and Hosea, help me. When a man wants you, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And I'll use my
women don't believe that, Rick. I'm telling you, they don't believe that.
Who doesn't believe it?
A lot of women don't believe that.
Go ahead.
Let me help you. What Rick is saying, let him have to court you.
Yes, sir.
What he's saying. Let him have to really court you. Mm-hmm. Don't make it where all I gotta do is show up.
Yep.
Because that's all you'll ever be able to expect me to do.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Don't be that person. Yeah. No, that's
And it don't matter if it's 3:00 in the morning.
Sir. Sir. Yes, sir. All right. Now I'm gonna go into my don'ts. I don't have that many, so just bear with me.
Okay.
My don'ts. Never start talking about marriage on the first day. Ever. So what do you think about marriage?
Thank you.
Don't.
Yeah.
That's for men and women. That's just don't. I know you pretty much, you pretty much on the other side of 50.
I don't even know what I think about you yet.
Right. And see, what happens is when you do that, number one, that pushes particularly men.
Yeah.
They're already teetering on the whole commitment thing. But when you're worth it, you're worth it. But you have to take time with it. And listen, let me be real with you. There is something that society calls the wall.
Yeah.
And quote unquote, women in their over 25, they're about to hit a wall or whatever. And so what comes down with that, the woman feels that she has to put pressure on herself. Mm-hmm. And then the next man that she meets, because she sees all of her friends getting married.
Yeah.
She sees all of her friends. She's always the bridesmaid.
Right? Always the bridesmaid.
She's never the one. Always. She's the one. 27 dresses, I think the movie was, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You never want to put yourself in a position where you look desperate and you're talking about that, because that turns a man off. I'm telling you straight out. Because in his mind, she wants to be committed now. Like, no. So that means
before dessert comes.
Before dessert comes, man.
Before.
Yeah. I just want to enjoy my fun.
Hear me. I want a ring
Yes, ma'am.
before.
Come
dessert.
on, dessert comes. Come on, Janine.
Listen, ladies. They want to enjoy their flan. They want to enjoy their pretty much their cheesecake. At least, wait. How about you wait after the cheesecake? Then maybe
He gonna be out of there.
he
Check,
is.
please.
Yes, and you
That's
see this
good.
more, of course, with women and so forth. But here's my other one: never sit at home idle, waiting for him and now her to call you. Don't do it.
Oh, that's right.
Let me share this with you about dating women of God.
That's
Find
so
yourself dating.
Yeah.
And let me clarify what that is,
Yeah.
please. Because folks, dating for some folk is dry humping, getting the
Wet
back
humping.
broke. I'm sorry, that's how we talk on this channel. But that's how we talk. Yeah,
Wet
no.
humping is, I heard wet humping is just sex.
Listen, you can call it grinding. You can put R. Kelly on. It ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I don't care how you call it. The fact of the matter is, you don't want to be pretty much waiting for this man to call you. You want to date to find out, as Pastor Hosea puts it, collecting data.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you want maybe yet. You're at that age, you're trying to figure it out. You might be in your mid-20s, early 20s. And let me share this with you. There's nothing wrong with getting married early. Nothing wrong with it. As long as you have a good support system around you to help you. That's just my interpretation of it. God bless you. But you want to be the one, woman of God, that goes on maybe possibly multiple dates.
Yeah.
Again, not putting yourself out there like you're desperate, but just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Ain't that right, Zandra? Enjoy the process.
Right.
So, Pastor Rick,
yes.
To piggyback on don't sit at home idle waiting for him to call. When you do that, your focus, your energy, your attitude starts to treat this as a relationship.
Yep.
You put all your eggs in that basket, and then your expectations are high and unrealistic.
Say that. Yes,
you
ma'am.
jack yourself up. Because when he didn't call, when he didn't do this, when he didn't do that, you're responding as if that is your man, and you're married and he should have known, blah, blah, blah. So don't play yourself.
Yep.
That's right.
You invested wifely things.
Come on.
And possibly a side chick investment. I'm just trying to give you understanding.
You're not even a side chick. You're a stranger.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, you're not even the side. You just
at least the side chick can call and say, "Come over right now." When you come over, you don't even have side chick.
The side chick can call you or on your burner phone.
Come on,
and you know exactly what that is. That second, man. Ladies, don't do it. Don't set yourself up.
Oh my gosh, we all something up.
You can sit there and look silly and pretty much wait on him, and he's dating like a slew of other women, knocking them down. While you sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting on him to get his life right.
That is so true. And then get mad. In the Christian community, I think the churches really did a lot of damage in that area too, because it got us, like what Janine said, you like this guy, and then then women, we all get together and we build it up as if it's something. Like, so you like so-and-so, girl, did he call you? Then it's just building up and building. Then when he disappeared, then you're mad at him. And he's a dog, or he's in actuality, he hasn't done anything.
And Janine makes a great point, because and I say this, when you do that, you have this fantasy in your head. You're already married to him.
Already. You
already
got kids, they have names, you know which one is left-handed. You know which one was a preemie.
Yeah.
You know which one has colic.
Yeah.
And sleep for the night.
Then when he finally calls you, it says, "What are we gonna do about little Jimmy?" What?
Right.
What?
Right.
I just met you, man.
Private school? We need to talk. Is it private school? Is it public school? And they're like, "You're crazy."
And this is a good one. This is a good question from Mr. Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne. What's up, Dwayne? Does she call him if he takes
I want to take a stab at this.
Long to call. Go ahead.
What's too long?
So I feel like dating can force us to play games,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
so then you get into who sent the first text, who texted last, who called last, whose turn is it to call, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't control anybody else, but you should have control over yourself, which means if you're not playing games and you're interested, put it out there. Call.
Yep.
You know,
That's
life
good.
happens. Could be some personal stuff, family stuff, work stuff. And because you're not that close with that person yet, they're not confiding in you about any of that. They just pull back and they turn to the people in their circle, talk
Right.
about, man, my job, my this, my whatever. Right? So call. Now, you don't want to call 60 times a day.
How many times?
Yeah.
How many times?
And
No,
I wish I was
that's a bad idea.
I
I
know
hear stuff
somebody
like that, y'all. I'm serious. I do
didn't
hear
hear
stuff.
from somebody, and so I think they called
Yeah.
60 times or sent 60 emails. It was something like
Yeah.
out of control. And I'm looking at them like you couldn't possibly want someone who would ignore 60 emails unless they're in a coma. If they're in a coma, got it. But you shouldn't want that. So
Well, somebody
don't
disagrees with you.
don't get into all the games. If you want to call.
Somebody
And if
disagrees.
they don't want to call back,
Can we flip
they
that coin?
won't.
Right. Right.
Take it.
Can we flip it though? Can we flip that coin?
Don't be a stalker.
Flip it.
The
Flip
same way, it's the same way Janine says,
Yeah.
you don't want somebody who don't answer 60 calls.
You want to
You
be with
don't
somebody
want
that's
somebody who call you 60 times. That's,
that's right.
called dangerous.
Stalker.
That's
Yeah.
obsessive. That's a stalker.
Yeah.
They will kill you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Look, on
Yes.
your parents' front lawn.
God dug it. Well, your parents felt.
Well, that's interesting, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
I've
that
asked
was
my
in the
girlfriends and stuff that, like, how
That
many
was in the
times do you call someone? My thing is a caller. I may call you once, and it's a good indication that they may not have gotten the message or the text, because things happen with these. I know with my phone, some messages I get, some messages I don't get. But how I look at it is that if after so much time, you should have thought of me to call me too, right? So then I may wait a couple of more days, and then I'm hearing I wait too long to maybe call again, and then I just leave it alone. But I have heard where they're calling like literally
I let you know.
10, 20 times. I'm
Yeah.
like, I would not even, don't call me no more. 10 or 20 times, ridiculous.
No, that's crazy. That's when you know
Yeah,
you're dealing
like,
with some other issues.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and
And
give
that
it a
means
couple
you
days.
have too much time.
That means you crazy. I got
Right.
you
I
can have
mean, it means you're crazy, but you shouldn't have enough time
Sure.
to make all those calls and chase
Well,
after
why
somebody.
call if they're not calling you back? This is what I don't get. If they're not calling you back because either they don't want to or they don't have the time to call you back. So why keep calling? I don't understand why do you keep calling? Is either two reasons why they don't want to call you back or they're not able to call you back because they're working or busy. Is there another reason why they
Listen, when you call me that many times, yeah, that's another reason I ain't calling
There's
you.
another reason. I'm on another date.
Good reason I ain't calling
Yeah,
you.
I'm
look,
on another date.
no
want
one
you.
likes rejection. No one
Nobody.
likes rejection, right? So
Right,
you meet
right.
someone, you exchange contact information, everything seems nice, and then maybe even you go out. And then you don't hear from someone you've reached out, that gets into that rejection. And that's not
But
a comfortable place.
Right.
But it is part of the whole process. It's part of the
Yes.
cycle.
Yes.
But I got another issue with that. Somebody who calls 60 times, they love rejection. They didn't learn after 59. They enjoy rejection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine
Well,
if they leave you?
they believe that they can get to a yes. They believe that if I just do this, and this,
Yeah.
I can make you come around.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, because those voicemails back in the day when we had voicemails and people leave the voicemails. Hey, this is Hey, this is Nuck Nuck. I just want to say, listen, I had a wonderful time last night. I'm hoping we can hook up soon. Okay. Oh, hey, listen, call me back soon. Click. 5 minutes later. Hey, it's me again. It's Nuck Nuck. I was hoping, well, you got my first message. You heard. So hope to hear from you.
Hey,
10 minutes
listen,
later. 10 minutes later.
I don't know if you
10
got
minutes
the other
later.
two.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving you this message just in
Right.
case you didn't
Yeah.
get number two.
The third one, listen here, you better call me back. I called you 2 times already.
Now I've
that's
had
when
that.
you call the police. You call the police
You call the police.
after that message.
Listen.
Everybody out there that may be dealing with going through this or being the one that's doing this, if you have to force somebody to love you,
Man.
they don't love you.
Ooh, come on now, Pastor. Ooh.
Yeah.
You gotta make them want you.
You gotta make them.
They don't want you.
Right.
And you really
It makes
don't
them
want
not
that.
want you.
Yeah, God doesn't even do that. But yeah.
Right.
All right, listen, I'm gonna move because I want to make sure I hear you guys.
All right.
I'm gonna skip my number 3. I'm gonna go to number 4, and I gotta explain this one.
Uh-oh.
Don't ever receive a dog from a man. Ever.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Ever.
Break that
And
down.
this is why. I know it's gonna sound strange to some ladies.
I
But I'm
got
telling you
brother.
straight up. Listen good.
I'm listening.
The reason why a guy gets you a dog is to keep dibs on you while he goes out and does his thing. So he'll buy you a pup. Okay, a couple of dates in, you just didn't really get to know him. You feeling him, right? All of a sudden, boom, he pops up with a pretty puppy. It's like it's hard. It's our third date anniversary or 4th date anniversary. What? Yeah, I got you this puppy. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's like, yeah, this is our puppy, but you're keeping the dog. So what happens is he knows what time you get off, go to work, and you got to get home to the dog. So around 5 o'clock, you walking that dog and you calling her. Hey, baby. Hey, yeah, how you doing? I'm fine. How's it, what's the dog's name? Sparky. How's Sparky doing? Right. How's Junior doing? Right. And that's they keep dibs on you. So I am telling you the don'ts. Do not receive a dog ever, because now you're bound to that dog and him forever. So what happens? I'm trying to tell you, it's an equivalent of him leaving his clothes over your house, so he has an excuse to come back into the relationship. And now you start to cycle. You start to cycle.
Get Nuck Junior.
Oh no, it's our dog. And then when y'all break up,
we're in court. We're in court.
Nuck is the dog's name. That's right.
We're in Nuck Junior.
That's a good analogy. Yeah, Nuck Junior.
You get attached to the dog and all that, man.
Yeah, so you get attached to the dog, so you coming over. Yeah, that's it. That's how to be play one-on-one.
Look. There are women out there now with that very dog in their lap. In their
watching this show.
They're looking at that. I got played.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you the game. So those are my do's and don'ts. I want to hear everybody else because I know we don't have a lot of time, but I want to make sure we get to everybody.
All right.
So who's next on the list?
Okay.
What's your list?
I reloaded. I'm not finna go through my list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit one that's critically important to me, and I'm gonna leave the other 20 for another day.
Right. Okay. I'm with you. And by the way, hold on real quick. I think we should do a show, and y'all vote on this, on courting. Dating and courting are 2 different things.
Yeah.
We should do the do's and don'ts in courting.
Next week, I want to do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay. Before you rush in to get married and date, be single. Allow me to define that. Single means, biblically speaking, separate, unique, and whole.
Say that.
It's folk who trying to get booed up who ain't never been single.
Yep. You got that right.
And a successful marriage is the product of 2 people who were successfully single.
Yep.
Right.
Now, the time you are most prepared for dating is when you don't need anyone else to complete you,
Yep.
fulfill you,
Come
or
on.
instill in you a sense of worth or purpose.
Come on.
As long as you're still in need of those things
Yep.
and you're looking for someone else to fulfill them, you're not yet ready.
Yes, sir.
You're going
That's
into
good.
it with these deficits that you're not really looking for a spouse, you're looking for God.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's the only one that can feel those things.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Confidence is the most attractive quality you can have that will draw people to you.
Right.
And you lack that confidence when you're not single, separate, unique, and whole.
Mhm.
And you're not at the point where you don't need nobody else to complete you, fulfill you, or
Right.
instill in you a sense of worth or purpose.
Yes,
When
sir.
you get to that point, you become the hot commodity.
Come on.
Come
And
on.
it's critical to know caterpillars don't date butterflies.
Come on.
Everybody wants a
Good
butterfly
stuff, Hosea.
while they still in the caterpillar stage.
Let's say,
Come on.
yeah.
You need to spend more time in that cocoon. And when you come out flapping, the flappers will find you.
Let's go.
That's the
And the
truth.
church
That's the
said,
truth.
Amen.
Amen.
Man.
That's the
Good
truth.
stuff, Hosea.
That's the truth.
Ah,
That's
ah.
Good
good.
stuff.
That's good.
Woo.
Okay, I Neen.
Look,
Neen got
we
like
can go
100,
home
she got
now.
100 point
We
bullet.
can pass the collection plate and go home.
Yes,
Come
sir,
on now.
Dwayne.
Woo. Okay.
Hold on. You just leaving us with that, Hosea?
huh?
Yeah,
You
he
went
said
from
that.
appetite and just keep
Oh
pushing?
no, I got a whole list, but I was just trying to drop that. I'm gonna let Janine go through her list. If we got
We'll
some
work
more
from there.
time, I got plenty more, but
Can't leave
that
us out.
was the most important thing I
I'm
had to
gonna
say.
y'all, cause y'all gonna desecrate me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and listen to my
No,
day.
we're not going to treat you that bad.
Okay.
That bad. The fact you said that bad. Go
That
ahead.
bad.
Neen.
So, I did a little research and I found 50. So, I can't even
Let's
begin
go.
to scratch the surface. A lot of it is stuff that we've covered, but there were a couple of them that stood out. And one of them is, let me see, did I make a mark on it? Let's see. One of them was don't date someone looking for validation.
Mhm.
That goes along with Jose was saying. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And that is for yourself. Like, look how good we look in a selfie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And looking for someone else to tell you who you are
Sure.
Right.
and what you are.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a firm believer, Janine, just FYI, before you do go on dates and whatnot, affirming yourself in the Lord is the key. But
Yep.
I also believe that the most important voice that you can have in your life for a woman of God, a lady, is to have a father or a father-like figure to
Yeah.
affirm who you are as a woman.
That is so true.
I'm telling you, if you learn that, that would build your confidence in who you are. Because
Yep.
if you don't know whose you are, you're going to become a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
All of
You
that.
got to know who you belong to. In other words, so yeah,
All of
absolutely.
that.
That's good.
Okay, here's another one. Don't get attached to people you barely know.
Ooh, that's some
Okay.
mental stuff right there, though.
Right?
That's an
Um,
attachment issue.
Great.
So what I'm talking about is you meet someone, he's fine, she's fine. You are in love immediately. You didn't even believe in love at first sight. Now you're a believer, right? And so you start to have attachments to this person that are unrealistic.
Give
Right?
some
And
examples,
so then
Jade.
you engage them based on this unrealistic attachment that you have. And that includes like doodling your
Yes,
name
yes,
and their last name. You know, you're at work, you're drawing little hearts and things, and it's
Oh, okay.
you're
Okay. I
trying
got
out your new last name.
You last name?
Andrea
Your last
Nelson,
name.
Prince Rogers
Okay.
Nelson. I'm Mrs.
None of
Prince
y'all did it. Fine, I did it. Whatever. You check out your new last name.
See how that first name and that new last name go
Right,
together.
because
Oh, that is so freaking
because
funny.
you think this is the one. This could be the one. So
Right.
you just want to see, does it have a ring to it? That kind of stuff. Protect yourself.
That's good.
Protect yourself. And look, it's not uncommon to do that. Be on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
Right, Dwayne.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is so funny. You're right. You start getting that. How does this sound? That ring to
Right?
it.
Hey, hey.
That don't go.
Look.
I don't like that last name, man.
Look, if I
You
went
already
back
done
to
not like-
my junior high and high school notebooks,
I did the thing back in the day. I did it.
What's that?
I
Like,
like
I tried out a couple of
do
names.
you like me? Check
I like to check the
or
box.
no.
Look,
We
I don't
did
even have
used to
time
do
like
that.
that. I'm checking out the names. Do the names fit? Before I even send you to check this box, I need to see how the names sound. Please.
what's that? Like 80, 82, 83?
That's
That's
80s.
funny.
That's definitely the 80s.
I say it's the 80s.
Check this
I
one.
will
check this
say
box. And then we
it's the
slide
80s.
them the note.
No,
You
you
be-
walk by their desk and drop it
Nothing.
Oh,
on
yeah.
your way to the pencil
Right.
sharpener.
Right.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what's
Here's
funny? I
another
always
one.
had the aggressive girls come up to me like, "You gonna be my boyfriend?" I'm like, oh, "What?
Yeah, because your personality. I can see that.
You my boyfriend?" I'm like, "What?"
We go
Take you
together.
by force.
Right, we
Take
go
you
together.
by-
Running the other
But
direction.
you can beat me up. I don't want to be with you.
Okay.
That's why you gonna be with her, cause she.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Okay, here's
Listen-
another one.
At least I have
Go ahead,
protection.
Janine.
Don't do expensive dinners on date number one.
Right.
Oh, so he can't take you to an expensive place on
So,
Talk to the man.
right? Don't do expensive dinners on date number one. Certainly don't take somebody someplace and it's so expensive only one of you can eat. Or you got to share the meal because that's not impressive, right? And we
Right.
can tell that that's your first time there. That's not how you get down.
Yeah. I think the first date should be at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes, sir.
So get some wings, and if you boring, at least I got the game to watch.
Right. Do
You know
coffee.
what? Can't ignore
Right,
her.
do coffee, do dessert,
Yeah.
something. But
got
I don't think it's necessary for a man to have to get a second job for the first date.
Well, this is the thing on that, and just FYI, because ladies have more options as far as on dating on the level of different guys,
Mhm.
they can eat every night. Here you are as a guy spending
That's true.
$300-400 on a meal
Money you
Money
don't have.
that you don't have.
Money you don't have.
Nowadays. Oh yeah, that's easy.
A meal. Oh yeah, I've been on some
Yeah.
cheap.
Yes.
No, Sandra, you've been in Ohio too long. LA is still the same.
Yeah.
I ain't never spent no $300-400 on a date with me. Not in LA.
There
I like you,
go.
Miss
I
Marie.
mean, a lazy dog.
I like you, Miss Marie.
Lazy
Somebody say
dog.
give some
Cheesecake
recommendation.
Factory. Okay.
Hey, can I ask a
Lazy
question?
Dog, Cheesecake Factory, Olive Garden, Chili's. There's great little Italian restaurants in neighborhoods where
I
it's
have
not
a question, Janine.
crazy. Yes.
I want to get back to that.
And
No,
I
no.
get this. This question comes about a lot in circles and discussions like this. Who should pay for the first date?
Okay.
The guy.
Now, there was a time in my life when I thought the whole submission thing to men was stupid, and I don't care what God says, he missed the boat on that, and and I'm independent and blah 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 blah, and I don't need you to all that stuff, right? As I got older and wiser, and I realized that in dating, this only makes sense if he is actually interested and wants to pursue, right? Need to let him do that. I think the man should pay. Now, you do get to a point in the relationship, if there actually is a relationship, where you're doing things more often.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's okay to tag team it, right? We go to the movies. I got this time, you got next time. Right? But initially, part of his pursuing is his investment in his pursuit.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Now here's the other caveat. Here's the other caveat to that. Well, let me start with I agree. Now, here's the other caveat. What if it wasn't his pursuit and he's minding his own business, and this woman walks up to him and asks him out to go on a date with her? Hey, I've got these tickets or whatever. I want to go out.
Whoever initiates it pays.
She should pay.
Yeah.
But that's you know what? This is maybe playing games for y'all.
I gotta plug in my laptop.
Hold on. Before you guys move on, let me show you something. I do this now in marriage. For his my wife said, let's go grab something to eat. Ask her. Okay, you paying?
Oh, Miss Colette.
I kid you not. I kid you not, my brother. I said this. Oh no, we do that. That's too much money.
Hey, and here I am, where even if the woman asks, if a woman asks me out, I'm single.
You told me that, Pastor. You still.
If I'm single, and she asks me out, I'm expecting her to be prepared
to pay. Oh yes, sir.
I'm not initiating. Because I'm checking her right now. I'm checking her character. I'm checking what she all about. Was you asking me?
And that's why, ladies, you want to let him pursue and ask you.
No, but I'm saying at this point, if she asks me, I'm checking. I ain't reaching for no bill, nothing. I need to see her attempt, and then I'll stop her.
Yeah. I understand that. It's like, I'm like, let's go. You want to go to the Browns game, or you want to go to a game, and then I'm expecting you to buy the tickets and pay for. That's backwards. I do. If he offers,
no, here's one.
Offers, and we just saw a good question. Does he
that was a good question.
After 3 days, that was my brother John.
Oh, John.
Does he continue to pay after 3 days?
Right. This goes back to in what direction are you going? How often are you getting together? And what are the two of you saying about what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Is there real interest to keep going?
Right.
Are you going to give it a title? We're dating, we're courting, we're exclusive, whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this, John. If we've been dating and now we on somewhere between date number 3 and date number 5, and she ain't never offered, I got an issue. Now, and they got to understand me. I don't expect her to pay. But I need to know that you're willing. Like, I got it. I'm just checking character.
But do you know
there was not one time you said, not one time we dating exclusively and all of this, and not one time did you say, hey, you know what? Let me treat you. You didn't even make an effort. I'm probably going to turn you down and do it. But that right there tells me something. Right. You're the one that I'll do anything for.
Dr. Hosea, listen, this is what I'm saying. The new thing that's going on, all the women gonna be mad at me for this one, is that they do that, but they expecting you. They'll say, do you want me to get it? Have no intentions on wanting to really do it, and get mad when you say, yeah, go ahead and pay.
Oh, yeah,
so a lot of times you got to let it go all the way through. That's a big thing. I hear that a lot with a lot of women, that they know that you guys are expecting that. They know that you're expecting it, So they will then offer sometimes, and if you and they're mad at you when you say, "Yeah, go ahead and pay." Then they upset. You got to let a lot of times you got to let that.
No, and I don't mind doing that. No, but see what I'm saying? I'm already checking the person. I'm pretty good.
You're not
I'm
gonna know
already
because
checking all that out. No, I'm going to know because it's the point that you ain't feel like, for one, the way you asked me that, you couldn't ask me that way. Do
Ask
you
me, what do
want
you
me
mean?
to pay? That's the wrong way to ask me.
Well, however, I'm just saying how the women. That's the thing I'm hearing on the circuit.
And
Just
what I'm saying in
Yeah.
that point, I don't mind letting it go all the way.
Okay.
I may let it go all the way. Depending on where we at. But at the same time, if you're somebody I suspect something like that, I've already got the money for it and probably then already stashed it somewhere in your pocket or in your this. But the moment I see you get mad or get an attitude and you change, that's our last date. Because I don't care about the money. I care about the principle.
Right. Okay, don't ask a question you don't want the answer to.
Right. Come on now.
That's simple.
That's true.
Simple. Okay, let me bring up a scenario real quick.
And we saw the question, does it matter who makes more?
Let's get to this one first.
Does it matter who
No.
makes the most money? No.
Not about for paying a date, it doesn't.
Nah, not dating.
But y'all
So
talking about
in a
$100
relationship,
dates.
No, that's more of a marriage question right there.
Yeah.
That's
No,
when
it
those
doesn't matter.
problems really come into play.
I have seen this, that a gentleman will ask a young lady out who has kids. Here we go. Here we go.
Baby kid.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So he
okay,
takes her out, and then when the food comes, or pretty much, hey, listen, she goes and orders more than food than necessary.
Yeah. Why are you laughing, Dr. Hosea Collins? Why are you laughing?
Listen, and she ordered. You have there's TikTok videos on this. She ordered. I'm not joking. She ordered a family meal.
Look, when you order to-go boxes with your food,
she did 12 of them. Wait, 12. And old dude's like, yo, what are you doing? And she manipulated the situation. She said, are you fat shaming me? Like,
are you fat shaming me?
That's what she said.
No, I'm greedy shaming you.
So she took the meals home to her immediate family. And he was like, man, yeah, but that's
honest and just tell
not
them
uncommon.
But the other one you right, Rick, where the women and now this is something I hear a lot, they expect you to. So if I got 2 kids at home and we're out eating,
Miss Colette, no, he is not on the first date.
What I'm hearing, Janine,
not on the second date.
I'm telling you,
until we exclusive, you can't be asking me.
Listen, little Damiano will be by himself. I'll be stepdaddy to little Damiano. That's it.
Look,
no, if I decide to enter into a real relationship with you, knowing you got children and all of that, then I'm signing up for certain responsibilities, and I understand that. But if we just meeting and I'm trying to see if I even like you, don't come asking me about your kid. I don't even know if I like you yet.
First of all, hold on. We didn't even talk about your kids. I didn't know you had kids.
Yeah, sometimes
let me share a testimony right here. Let me make a confession.
Uh-oh.
When I was in Grambling, man. I was going to school, and I wouldn't call it. Well, I didn't call it dating at that situation.
Okay.
And man, but we was kicking a little bit, and I remember we finna go somewhere, and she brought a son out. I was like, "Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back a little later." Well, here I got something to do. You should take him with you. That sound like Scooby Doo. I said, no, I'll be back. You can't take my son with you? There's something wrong with the I ain't talked to her to this day. Right now. I ain't said another word to that woman from 1996 to now.
Yes, sir.
What?
Yeah. No, I had a quick story. It's not about dating, but it's the same thing.
Y'all, I was in a different place in my life back then. Before you start judging me, this was BC.
Gary said deuces. I was I'm at Burger King and I had $10 back in the day. And I'm a order. I was hungry too, right after work. And I'm sitting there about to get my meal. Lady comes up, excuse me, sir, I'm hungry and so forth. Would you please feed me? I said, yes, ma'am. Order what you want. I was gonna give my $10. She went and ordered for her and her. I'm not joking, and her kids. And I looked. I said, for yourself. Well, I have kids, and I need. I said, no, you don't. You can order for yourself and split that Whopper. That's what you gonna do. I sure did.
Put that Whopper in the tin.
Split that Whopper in the tin. Everybody get 3 fries. Don't play with me.
God.
Don't play with me.
So that whole
I had to eat.
You start blessing
that whole your way right away went out the window. Okay.
Bro. Try Jesus, not me. Don't do that with me. Don't do that.
Try Jesus, not me.
No, we're not playing. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh my God, ladies, we're men too. So how did we get here? Somebody actually put that statement. How did it get so flipped? I think it was Dwayne and backwards.
It was Dwayne.
Yeah. Why don't nothing come together? Don't nothing work? Everybody.
I will tell you why. In a nutshell, the men had become feminine and the women had become masculine. It's as simple as that.
That's the truth, Rick.
The gender roles have changed.
That's the truth.
Amen. Yeah.
It ain't nobody attracted to nobody. The woman don't want the feminine man, and the man don't want the masculine woman.
Yeah, and the masculine woman, unfortunately, and let me tell you this. Unfortunately, women had to become masculine.
Yeah,
because they had to.
Raising boys by themselves.
It's a lot. It's a lot to be. And there's no disrespect to my Latinas and my Caucasian sisters and so forth. Black women had to literally step up their game on a major level.
Yeah. And
so now they have pretty much, the boys are going to imitate whatever's in front of them.
Right.
Their father's not there. And whoever else, uncle, whoever is not there. And I can go deep on that. But the point I'm making, women had to become masculine in order to survive. Now watch. Yeah. Now you're telling them to become feminine. But they've been programmed, and our generation did it. Generation X programmed them to be this hard. Yeah. Yeah. So now when a man comes along, they can't recognize that.
Yeah, that should be a future show, Rick.
Yeah.
That should be a future show because
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's sad. It's sad. But anyway, that's it, Dwayne. That's why I got flipped, bro.
Yeah. Wow. Ooh, all right, Nene, we got time for one more.
Look, I don't
get your next good one.
Okay, here's a good one. Don't stress out about labels.
Right? Oh, see, let's talk about that.
Right? You go out to dinner, you had a decent dinner, you're on your way home, maybe you talk on the way home, whatever, and then you tag him on social media, a picture with you and your boyfriend. It's just, at some point, you do want to have the conversation. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Who are we to each other? Is this just casual? Or are we looking to be exclusive and look at what moving forward looks like together? But I think when you start to try to put labels on things early on, because that's what we do. And I think women more than men. Are you my boyfriend, my man, my boo, my whatever? How am I introducing you?
Right.
I think it muddies the waters.
Yeah.
Take time to figure out how you really even feel about this person. You're more worried about a title than you are with what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we connect? Did I bother to ask God, how do you feel about it?
Yeah. I was laughing about this, Janine.
For me, or do I need to run for the hills?
And I was just laughing because it jogged my memory when Miss Arce gave me an ultimatum. She's like, "What are we doing here?" I'm like, "What are we doing? We hanging out. We're doing our thing. We going to the altar every Sunday, repenting. What are we talking about, ma'am? We're good." And she put that ultimatum, like, "Look, we're not gonna be doing this. We need to move forward." And she put that. And it wasn't a bad thing. She was right. So, but you got to know when to do it. I'll put it to you that way, ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I really want to hear about this courting versus dating show.
Yeah, that should be fun. Listen, we got a couple of minutes, ma'am. We haven't heard from you.
Right, we wrapping this. Any last minute? This is so good. I don't want to end it, but any last minute? Let's do this. So, what is the main do or the main
Wait,
don't?
No. We have
no.
to hear from
We're not
you.
doing that.
One of yours.
We'll go over.
No. The
I'll pay for the
wrap up,
airtime.
ma'am,
Yeah,
is your
Sandra.
do's and don'ts.
I'll pay for the airtime. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go over. I'll pay for the airtime.
Well,
Yeah,
mine
we're good.
is very simple. Mine is very simple. I started off by saying just make sure when you're dating to be on time, because it's embarrassing if the person is sitting there. I know for me, where if the person is late and they haven't said anything, and you're constantly looking at your watch, and you're looking at, okay, I'm sitting here with the place sitting for two, or when you're waiting up front, when you're saying you're waiting for the guests to come. And then people are coming in and then they get seated. Then the waitress is coming up to you. Is your guest here yet? Your guest here yet? So that's why it's just respectful to be on time, or to let the person know you're going to be late when you're going out on a date. Cause that could be like definitely a deal breaker. Especially for me. Cause it's like, dude, to me, it's a respect thing. Unless it's something major that's going on.
That's cool.
When you're meeting someone.
Hold on. How long you waited for that dude to come before you sat there? I'm out. Knowing you, 3 minutes. I'm out of here.
No, I didn't. No, this one was from when I can remember. Now this was going way back in the day. I've never been stood up, but the guy has been late. He was my ex-husband. It was just like he was just late. He was just a late person. So
you never left like I'm out of here.
Fine.
He was just late. He never just not,
but
but it was a big fight though, an argument and all that stuff. On your dates, don't sit up and talk about how great you are. So, I'm the best person and I got this, and selling ourselves. I think a lot of times on dates we're trying to push and sell ourselves too hard. Yeah. So if we can, which is what I'm learning from you guys, obviously, is to be natural and just kind of talk and tell me something about yourself, and then let them discover how great you are. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you having to just push about your credits, or about your Instagram following, or whatever it is, or about how much money you have, what kind of car
name dropping, all the name
dropping. Before I leave, because I gotta go. Can I say this?
Yes, sir.
Since we started this show, those are the best 2 answers I ever heard from you. I'm proud of you. You are not wasting my time. God bless you.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. All right, so we can wrap it up before Jose.
I gotta go, y'all.
We're about to wrap it up. Okay, guys. Again, follow us on YouTube at Butterflies Entertainment, guys, and also send your letters, Zandra S's and Sam Wilson at yahoo.com. And again, for the dates, if you want to go out with the girl Ashley, if you want to go out with our guy Kevin, fill out that query form so we can talk with you and we can set it up. We can set it up, guys.
Or if you want to go out with somebody else, you want us to set you up with somebody.
If you got answers, you're in Ohio. Deuces, y'all.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.